He said, "You're not date material." The words cut deeper than I expected, sharper than honesty should ever be. I remember staring at him across that tiny cafe table, the one I thought might be the beginning of something beautiful, and realizing it was actually the end before anything began. He smiled, not cruelly, but with the self-assured gentleness of someone who thought rejection was just another kind of kindness. Maybe for him, it was. For me, it felt like I'd been quietly told I wasn't enough. Not for him. Not for anyone. And that moment stayed with me like an echo I couldn't silence, until the day a single dad named Aaron looked me in the eye and said, "You're not date material, you're marriage material." It's strange how life circles back, isn't it? The same kind of moment, the same kind of sentence, but a completely different meaning. But before that, before the man who saw me differently, there was the version of me that couldn't see herself at all. After that cafe moment, I stopped putting myself out there. I poured my energy into work, convincing myself that promotions and paychecks were better than heartbreak. I worked at a small publishing house, where every love story I edited made me ache quietly inside. Every heroine got her happy ending, every man eventually realized her worth. I was happy for them, fictional or not, but part of me resented the way it never happened in real life. Not for people like me. Then one morning, while balancing my coffee, phone, and emotional baggage, I collided with a whirlwind of crayons, superhero stickers, and a frazzled man holding a toddler like a football. The coffee spilled on his shirt, the kid laughed hysterically, and I wanted to disappear. "I'm so sorry," I blurted, fumbling for napkins. He grinned, shaking his head. "No harm done. It's just coffee. My shirt's seen worse, right, buddy?" The little boy giggled and nodded, clutching a plastic dinosaur like it was gold. That was how I met Aaron and his son, Liam. Aaron was the kind of man who seemed permanently tired but still found a way to smile. He worked 2 jobs, raised his son alone after his wife left, and still had enough warmth left to make a stranger feel like they mattered. Over time, we ran into each other again, first at the park, then at the grocery store, and eventually at my favorite bookstore. It became this strange, comforting rhythm. I didn't realize I was falling for him until the night he showed up at my door, rain-soaked, holding a broken toy dinosaur. "Liam insisted only you could fix it," he said sheepishly. We ended up on the couch, glue on our fingers, laughter between us. He talked about his ex, the sleepless nights, the fear of never being enough for his son. And somehow, I found myself telling him about the cafe boy, the one who told me I wasn't date material. Aaron's eyes softened. "Then he didn't deserve you," he said quietly. "Some men want a date. Others want a partner. I don't think you're date material either, you're the kind people build homes with." For the first time in years, I didn't feel small. I felt seen. But love never comes without its storms. Aaron started pulling away not long after that night. He said it wasn't me, it was the chaos of his life, the guilt of bringing someone into a world already too heavy with responsibility. I understood, but that didn't make it hurt less. Weeks turned into months. We texted sometimes, mostly about Liam, but the easy laughter we had shared faded into polite distance. I told myself it was fine. I'd survived worse heartbreak before. But this time, it didn't feel like rejection, it felt like losing a part of myself that I had just rediscovered. Then, one day, I got a call. Liam had drawn something in school, a family picture. His teacher thought Aaron should see it, but Aaron was stuck at work. I volunteered to pick it up. When I saw the drawing, I couldn't breathe. It was a stick-figure family, Aaron, Liam, and me. Underneath, written in crooked letters, it said, "My dad's favorite person." Aaron arrived at the school minutes later, his eyes finding mine immediately. "He drew this?" I asked softly. He nodded, emotion flickering across his face. "He talks about you all the time. I didn't realize how much you mean to him. Or to me." He took a step closer. I pushed you away because I was scared. But I can't keep pretending I don't see what's right in front of me. And then, the words that made my heart finally settle after all those years. You're not date material. You're marriage material. We didn't rush into it. We built slowly, morning pancakes, shared bedtime stories, laughter in grocery aisles. Love that wasn't built on grand gestures, but on quiet consistency. Sometimes I still remember that first rejection, that cafe conversation that once defined me. But now, it's just a memory. Because one man's dismissal became another man's devotion. And maybe that's the message, the one I wish every broken heart could hear: the words that hurt you once aren't your truth. Sometimes, life just waits until you meet the one who sees you clearly, who looks at your scars and says, that's where the light gets in. So, if someone ever tells you you're not date material, don't let it break you. It might just mean you're something far rarer, someone's forever.